I don't know what it was exactly, but maybe it was too much ham, maybe it was too much chocolate, but maybe it's just still all the kind of the emotional investment into Holy Week that I think sometimes by Easter Sunday night for priests it can be a time for rest. There's always there's the little joke that goes around that Christ rises from the tomb and the priest lays down after Easter Sunday. But it's good to be back to give you this little update. Kind of just wanted to give the schedule coming up for the next 3 weeks, because that's kind of, at least for now, that's the stay-at-home order. And so we'll follow try to, at least for live streaming events on Facebook Live and on YouTube, kind of a normal schedule. So we'll have on Tuesday evening at 7 o'clock, we'll have the praying of the Rosary. On Wednesday at noon, we'll live stream Mass. And then on Friday evenings, we had done Stations of the Cross during Lent. I think we'll do evening prayer from the Liturgy of the Hours. So I'm still thinking about exactly how we might be able to do that. I'm pretty sure I can get the texts of the psalms that are prayed and the prayers and kind of do like we did for Stations, where that information would be up mainly on the screen, and then I could just be kind of down in the corner leading those prayers. But that's the official prayer of the church, so I thought that might be a nice connection. And for those of you who aren't familiar, maybe with the Liturgy of the Hours, it can be an opportunity to gather together in prayer. Thinking of Easter Monday, kind of like I said in my bulletin article, kind of touched on in my homily too. The stay-at-home order seemed to make sense from a Lenten penance perspective. Kind of being getting a chance to stop and kind of be alone and maybe pray some more and things like that. And so now I think there's that challenge of transitioning now from kind of that Lenten penitential attitude into the Easter attitude and the celebration, even though we're still under the same kind of social distancing and same kind of government rules to stay at home and to avoid contact. So, I'm thinking of ways too, and some of it was, like I said yesterday, having some foods, kind of feasting. Hopefully won't do that too much in these 50 days, because that might be detrimental to my health. But I think doing that in moderation. Also too, I think like everybody else, I would have hoped that Easter was a pretty nice day, but that Easter Monday, all these days after Easter, if it had been sunny and in the 60s, beautiful spring days in Ohio, that might help to encourage the celebratory nature. But when we're dealing with cloudy and cold and windy, we're challenged by that too. But I think we do want to remember that the new life of the resurrection is not a past event, but it's something that we're living. And so hopefully we're getting a chance to do that. And so also too, just wanted to remind everybody the schedule kind of for the church too. I'll go back to the normal schedule with Tuesday evening confessions from 5:30 to 6:30, Wednesday morning confessions from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m., and then Saturday the church would be open from 1 to 4:30, and confessions will be heard from 3 to 4:30. And then on Sunday, besides the live stream of the Mass at 8:30, then we'll have the church open here at St. John's from 10 to 2. So we'll try to get back into kind of like a little normal routine for whatever is normal at this time, but to try and make it Easter. And these 50 days of Easter could be very interesting. We know if we try to think back to Ash Wednesday, Lent started very differently than it ended. Easter might kind of end on Pentecost. The Easter season ending on Pentecost might be, hopefully, look a lot different than it looks right now. But we want to continue to sing in our hearts the Alleluia of the resurrection. And so hoping everyone has a very blessed Easter week on this Easter Monday. Be assured of my prayers for you. Stay healthy, and we'll continue to pray and look out for one another. God bless you this day.